Stalker. The freshest game. No one has ever done a review on it yet. 2K22. Mwah. Probably the most popular game after Minecraft. If you're from Motherland. Millions of mods, books, whatever game comes out from Slavic developers, it is immediately compared to Stalker. Does it look like a Stalker? Does it look like a Stalker? Does it look like a Stalker? Almost every other game has been turned into Stalker. By the way, Minecraft too.
До свидания. Сидорович, здорово.
Oh, you have no idea how deep the rabbit hole is. I wouldn't be surprised if they change the Russian anthem one day and make the children sing about Cheekee-breekee. It is high time for us to open this door and enter there.
What is it with the doors in these?
The average Slav passes this game 15 times a month. Sidorovich is our K-pop idol. Anyway, the game is addictive, and it's not clear why. Of course, there are also wonderful jokes and songs loved from Slavic childhood, and the beloved, impenetrable Soviet depression. Scary houses, tin cans, and dirty Chernobyl air. Cause this is what we miss in real life. Like, really? I went through this game for the 16th time to immerse us in this beautiful Slavic world of this masterpiece. Slap the like button, write what a masterpiece it is, and let's begin. So, here's the anecdote. A stalker is walking through the forest and sees a car is burning. And no, didn't get inside and burn down, but found for himself the main value in life. Another made unconscious. Because it's a zone, and everything in it is swag, and everything in it is an artifact. An unconscious man is our hero. Our friend from the zone brings us to the local merchant Sidorovich and tries to sell him, and that one buys everything. Ammo, artifacts, men, cans, especially cans. He sweeps everything off the table, well, everything. A newspaper, but it crashes like a boozer in a store fell on the counter.
Давай его сюда. Давай его сюда.
Anyway, he touches us and finds a PDA with poor functionality. And here we wake up, and that's the beginning of Stalker. You stand there and blink very slowly, and Sidorovich says he saved you, and he's not gonna pretend he did it to win favors.
Ну чё стоишь? Подходи, я не кусаюсь.
Now you have a task to find a stalker called Shustry with a flash drive, and you hear the old crone grunting behind you and smacking into the door. You leave, and Sidorovich wishes you a good hunt right in your ear.
Ну, удачной охоты, сталкер.
Helicopters are flying over you, where the military laughingly discuss whether to shoot you or not. You fight with bandits, save the Shustry,
Спасибо, брат.
go back to Sidorovich, and he says he wants to go to the center of the zone, cause it's like a mall here, like Walmart, but also a brain burner. And you can't just go there, and the military has documents related to the center of the zone. In short, the government has documents about all sorts of riches, and you need to get them and show to everyone. But to do this, you need to crawl through some kind of dump. Then suddenly turns out that you need to help some important person.
Пришел сталкер, просит о помощи.
Мужик, сюда!
Then he asks to fight off the mutants, you fight off, run to the dump to our Hobos, find swag along the way. It's not so difficult, cause this place is glowing. Then you meet the local artificial intelligence beating up more Hobos. Having defeated the Hobos, you go to a new location and you're immediately given the task to defeat the Hobos leader. While you are looking at the defeated Hobo body, radio asks you to repel the attack of other Hobos at the dump.
У нас мало сил.
You ask a stalker rescued from the Hobos what is going on here, and he tells you that now he plans to fight off the Hobos.
Всем привет, друзья! С вами хорошая свалка. Сегодня у нас поход на свалку.
Here we need to shine a little light on the differences of Hobos, so to not get confused. The zone, which also means a prison in Russian, has одиночки, singles, meh, zone, свобода, freedom, hooray, zone, долг, duty, zone, bleh. Ученые, scientists. The zone, Yeah. Monolith. And also bandits. Я маслину поймал. Military. Ух, блять, get over here, сука. And mercenaries. Who doesn't care as long as they get paid. Oh, and also the olive. To catch an olive means to be shot. It's local slang. Everyone hates everyone, eat expired sausage from the garbage and live on the street. And not to get confused in these wonderful factions, we will call them all hobos in general. Вот, блин. You fight tough. It scares another group of hobos in the distance, and they line up in a row to make it easier to kick their asses. You get an overload from all the junk that fell out of them, and try to crawl to any friendly hobo with it in order to sell him at least a part, because they don't collect it all themselves. These are proud hobos. The very next minute you get a message that the hobos at the dumper completely went nuts and are pressing from all sides. With great enthusiasm we are going to defeat them. After you save an important person, he tells you that he knows the important person.
Опять сапожище хреновые подсунули. Опять сапожище хреновые совсем совести нет хреновые.
Run to him, along the way throwing away a bunch of hobos. Someone shouts, "Damn it, we are under attack, hurry up!" But you are in no hurry, because you see a whole carload of artifacts. And artifacts are swag.
Мы сюда не просто так пришли, мы здесь еще артефактов наберем. Я типа для этого рюкзак взял.
Then you kick the military and someone immediately shouts, "I'm trapped!"
Вояки зажали меня во дворе! Выручайте, братцы!
You help this important person and he says that they need to hurry again cause the special forces will be here soon and those hobos were just hobos. He will take you out.
Побежали, я тебя выведу.
The guy says you need to go into the basement.
Это здесь где-то, под землей.
You ask how to get into the basement. He says through a hole. Where is the hole? Somewhere here. And well, you jump into it. Right there you meet the shit that considers itself invisible and breathes like a fat man who sees discounts on chips. Find some kind of flash drive. Stumble upon a local anomaly. After that, you need to secretly steal military documents, sneak in stealthily and quietly, stealing them unnoticed. Meanwhile, you are told that you need to go to the bartender on a duty base, and the Sidorovich has agreed and you will be allowed to pass. You quietly go out of the area without attracting attention, but the stealth though in the game is like говно. Mutant boars attack the duty base, and no matter how you try to fight them off alone, you'll still be told that you don't have much agility.
Неплохо, Сталкер. Пострелял таки мутанта. Но особой прытью не отличаешься. Так что если хочешь пройти, придется платить.
Сталкер, вали отсюда. Мы кого попало не пропускаем. Сталкер, вали отсюда. Мы кого попало не пропускаем.
But you don't have to pay anyway, because Sidorovich put in a good word for you. И вот зачем это все было? You go your own way.
Иди своей дорогой, Сталкер. Иди своей дорогой, Сталкер. Иди своей дорогой, Сталкер.
Come through and don't linger.
Проходи, не задерживайся. Проходи, не задерживайся. Проходи, не задерживайся. Проходи, не задерживайся.
From some stupid papers, it turns out that some more papers are needed there, and the game begins to turn into a tax-paying simulator.
Придется добыть недостающую информацию. Понадобится 2 электронных ключа. Один я тебе дам, а второй...
Ой, блять. Just make sure that you can't go behind the bar.
Тебе сюда нельзя. Тебе сюда нельзя.
Come through and don't linger.
Проходи, не задерживайся.
And go your own way to another
Иди
base.
своей дорогой, Сталкер.
Along the way, you will be asked to recapture a partner from the Hobos,
Помоги отбить напарников!
the leader of which you defeated at the very beginning.
Поможешь, буду благодарен. Долги в долге, возвращаю.
А хорошо.
Блин,
так не смешно же.
You take this peasant away, and he says that there is a hobo base here, and there another leader has the key to the basement, and the first was the fake one, I guess. But first we need to save another peasant who is being hidden in the basement. You save him, watch another anomaly, take the key, take the swag through the closet, find the base of another hobos and go down. And there are already anomalies and mutants and living all together. You finally get the papers, shoot some burning poop, something is starting to spin you, and you see a fascinating video in which a man tries to shoot a field with a machine gun, and then someone shouts "Strelok!" and he's like, what? And it turns out that the Hobos base has been taken over by the military, and you have to escape quietly and watch the scene of the state property destruction. В смысле? You move on to the bartender, you go your own way,
Иди своей дорогой, Stalker.
come through and don't linger,
Проходи, не задерживайся.
you are not allowed here,
Тебе сюда нельзя.
give the papers to this revenue service, then you are told that the burner is man-made.
Выжигатель мозгов рукотворен.
You not, don't argue, for God's sake. And of course it turns out that the X18 office is the wrong office, and you should be in X16. That's where Yantar is, you go that way, ask there. Well, I guess it's time to go to Yantar.
Тебе сюда нельзя.
Of course. At this point I got tired of editing and the video should have been 10 minutes long by now. So we will find out what happens next in the next episode of Stalker. And that's all for today. My name is Mark, subscribe, comment, like, and till next time.